everybody, Dr. G here. Um, I didn't want anyone to have Excel be sort of the the limiting factor with how you did with the assignment. So I wanted to show you a few plotting techniques and things like that in Excel, just to make sure everyone knows how to do everything you need to do to solve this problem in the take-home exam. So the first thing is how do we make a scatter plot of this? So here's some data. I just fake data I made up. And let's say I highlight both of these, and let's say column A is X and column B is Y. So if I highlight these two and I click Insert, and then what I want is a scatter plot. So here is the scatter plot symbol. So if I click on that, I'll choose Scatter Plot. So now we have the points. They're plotted. So that's great, but the thing we need is we need to fit a linear function to this. Well, so the way we could do that, we can go see this quick layout tool right here. If I click on that, and then I click on this f of x right here, now it has put, it's fit a line to it for us, right? And if I click on this, and then I go home, I can make this thing bigger just so it's easier to see. There we go. That's better. So sure enough, we see that we have a linear function fit to this thing. The slope is 2, the y-intercept is 1. And this is not surprising, right? 0 times 2 is 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2 plus 1 is 3. Not surprising, right? So this is what I wanted it to do, and it worked out. So basically, I think it goes in order by column, like X then Y. But let's say, I wanted to plot something and the order was wrong or something like that. What you can do then, if I go to Chart Design, and let's see, if I go Select Data, here we go. So if I got the wrong values for, let's say I want to reverse it. I didn't want to reverse it, but let's just say that I did in case this happens to you. So if I click on this thing right here, this allows me to highlight different data. So right now, this is the code for my X values. But if I click on that, see how it highlights this stuff? If I instead highlight that, and then put the cursor back here and then hit Enter, now it's selected that. And then now I can choose this one, choose my Y values. Now let's say, okay, now I want these to be Y. Put the click back in here, enter. There we go, and I click OK. Now we look at my chart, look, it's different now. Now it says that the slope is 1/2. This is a different linear function now. Cool. All right, let's switch them back because this is not what I meant to do, but I just wanted to show you that, if the default selects the columns you did not mean to use, you do have the power to fix that. All right, well, we select data. Let's switch it back. So go here, click this symbol. If you have to click this little symbol here. So if I click this thing, I want this to be X. Enter. I want this to be Y. Enter. Say OK. Cool. So now we're back to this. Great. So we got everything for a linear function. That's something you definitely need to know how to do for this assignment. Yeah, the book example that I told you to follow along and really try to reproduce it. If you're having trouble doing the homework and you're not sure, or the take-home exam, try reproducing what the book did, and then you'll know if you're doing things right. Because this is like repeating an experiment, like I said. Okay, what was I going to say? Right. So some other things you might need to do. Right, we're using the log trick left and right, so we better know how to take a log. So let's just test something out real quick. If I type equals and then I type log in all caps, let's see here. I think that the default for log is base 10. Oh, look, it even tells us. You type the number and then the base, right? It just showed that in the sort of hint box. But I think the default is actually 10. So let's just test it out. So if I take log base 10 of 100, 10 squared is 2. Or, sorry, 100 is 10 squared, so the exponent's 2, so then that should give me a 2. So I'm going to go log of 100, enter, and that's 2. Okay, so yeah, the default, at least on my version, but I can't imagine they changed this much, the log of is base 10. So that's how you can take a log. Now, let's say I want to take a log of a whole column of stuff, right? So if I just type equals log, parenthesis, and then I click on this box right here, and then I close the parentheses, and then I hit enter. Okay, it took the log out. Log of 1 is 0. All right, we already knew that, right? From our entropy at absolute 0, right? There's one way, and it's the entropy is 0. Anyway, so okay, we've got log of base 1. There's the 1. So then if I just drag this down, now I've taken the log of all these numbers. So here's the actual numbers. And if you look up here in this area, you can see what's in there. So log of B1, log of B2, log of B3, right? So Excel is set up so it does that for you automatically. Another thing you might want to do at some point, let's say you're changing units and you need to like multiply all the numbers by, let's say 10 or something, right? So if I say equals, and then I click on this thing right here, and then I do asterisk. Asterisk is for multiplying. Asterisk 10, enter. There we go. Now it did B1 times 10. And if I drag this down, right, it's going to multiply everything by 10, right? 10, 1 times 10, 3 times 10, 5 times 10, etc. So I think this should be all of the sort of tricks that you'll need, right? So hopefully this is helpful. I've heard, I haven't done it before, but I've heard that Google Sheets, like Google's version of Excel, I've heard that you could do linear regression on that as well. If you use Google Sheets, I'm pretty sure you can export the Google Sheets as an Excel file. So you can always do all the work in Google Sheets, export it as Excel, and then you upload that file as like your solution to the problem. And then feel free to like include a link to the Google Sheet document as well if you want me to check that out. If you're worried that the conversion didn't work out or something like that. But Excel is available for free through San Jose State, so everyone should be able to install it on their computer if you don't already have it. Okay, I think this covers really all the sort of Excel tips and tricks that you will need to complete this take-home test. So good luck, everybody, and all right, take care, everyone. I'll see you soon.